Hey everybody, and welcome to the Uncarved block number 8, session 2. I am still on a business trip and trying to figure out how to record stuff while I have some downtime, and I absolutely look super silly. Maybe I'll shoot a video later showing what the heck I'm doing to get the microphone so that it is in a position I want and getting roughly the volume I want, but you can probably hear there's a lot of background noise, static, and not quite what I'm looking for. I didn't bring my MPC Live 3 with me, and before I left on my business trip, I did not have time to finish up the track, and was like, you know what, let's just take, I did take the stems for like kind of 3 variations of the track and loaded them into Ableton Live here. So figured I'll just start going through and talking about kind of where my head's at, what I want to do, and then kind of work towards getting a final arrangement together. But first up, this is kind of the different variations. I think this was the first clip. So we can already see we're over by 4 dB for kind of pushing the volume. So that's going to be something we need to fix. Going to, I think this was the second clip. And now we're at like over 4.5 dB over. So we are definitely clipping. And let's see if this pushes even farther. This is the arrangement. Not quite as in the red, but still got some issues. So what I want to do first is let's kind of go through and just reorganize things here. I'm going to go drums, and we can see some of these don't even have any patterns in them, so we can just start deleting stuff as we go through. We've got actually, we'll go drill drums. I like to just go through and kind of organize and, like, at least at the top level, rename things so I kind of know what they are. We got an acoustic kit, so I must have been doing some back and forth for some drum patterns. We also have out here, I don't know which one is it. There's one of these was or maybe it's one of these two. The drill drums, acoustic. I'll go drums. This might be it, the orchestral kit. So I have an orchestral drums. We got bass. I don't actually think I think we're gonna need to make a new bass, and that might just be a different video. But let's just see. We might be okay with this, and I can already tell looking at the waveform, it's just way too low. It's not punching through. And when we bring it back up, might not be what we like. Echo vibe, guitar. Let's just start going through and just solo it, playing some of these. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to boost this. The drums are probably gonna need to come down. And this is just trying to get like a rough mix before we really get into it. But I want to kind of see what these are. It's like a synth, yeah. Echo, vibe, synth. And I'm sorry, I know like this microphone's picking up all of the noise. Let's go see anything else. It looks like guitar. We only got one main riff here, so we don't need those. Guitar. Doesn't even, like, maybe it was a guitar synth, but it sounds more like a bell to me. That's fine. This is like a rhythm guitar kind of sound. Rhythm. We got nothing here. Something here. This gives me like very Chase Bliss slip vibes. I'm gonna have to go back and look at what the heck I was using for some of the sounds. This is straight up just piano. It's a little loud, a little hard, but we can fix that. It's like almost like a rhythmic pad, but just put pad. And this is unlabeled, so we're about to find out what the heck this is. Pick it. Another like bells. What's the difference between these? He's almost like, I don't know, we'll just call it synth bells. I don't know. I probably was just pitched up very high outside of the register that would make sense for guitars. So, all this done, just so we kind of think through it. And the reason why I'm just kind of naming these things is I usually try and get my drums, especially the kick, to hit around 9 dB. It can be a little bit tough when you have a mix of sounds together, but we're going to try and figure it out. And then I try and get my bass to also hit around there. So just kind of focus on what we've got for various patterns. Now, a couple things we can do. One would be, I could put like a limiter on here, or I could just drop the track down. At the moment, I'm just trying to think through. If I'm going to do automation, I probably don't want to be messing with this track. Yeah, let's just go with a limiter for the time being. If it turns out it is not a great idea, we can always undo it. So we get a limiter, and I want the ceiling to be around, I think that's pretty close. Negative 8.5 dB is roughly what I was thinking of hitting. I'm going to drop it all the way down to, let's go 8.5. The reason why I'm going 8.5 is we have some higher end content, like clap and some other things that may be hitting at the same time as the kick. So we're just giving it a little bit more room to breathe. I'm going to probably just copy this and put it into the orchestral drums. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the same theory that we roughly want these more under control. It sounds okay. Let's see how it sounds adding in the bass. Well, I'm losing the bass. I can't even hear it. So obviously part of the problem is it's about 3 or 4 dB. It's 4 dB lower. So a couple things we can do. We got utility. Let's bring utility in. Give it 4 dB gain. See if that helps. It is. It just doesn't have a lot of high-end content to it. And it kind of ends weird. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of this bass. It doesn't help that my headphones are just Apple earpods, so I can't hear. They're not like closed or anything to help kind of focus it. Let's just leave this at the moment. I want to see, we'll start bringing in some other elements. This is clearly too loud. Let's grab a maximizer. Limiter, not maximizer. Alright. This is where I'm going to be pushing this about as hard as I would say usually to go. Go 20 dB. Seems fine. I'm just going to copy it. I don't think we technically need it here, but we're getting like about a 1 dB reduction, so it's fine. Let's bring this in. Another one that's way too loud. I'm a little concerned that we're losing too much volume here. We might need a compressor. Could be give it a little bit of gain too first. I mean, we're really making this limiter work probably too hard, but let's leave it. Bring in piano. See, you can see like this is responding better. I still think it's actually too loud. And because of that, because the lower frequency content needs to be louder, and the higher frequency content you want to bring down. This just sounds, without looking at like a EQ8 to see what we got, it just, you can tell it's like doesn't need to be anywhere near as loud. Like you, I mean, I can give it -20 in utility, and it's still cutting through. So I'm pretty good with that. And again, as I said, this is like kind of a rough mix right now. I'm just trying to figure out where we're going to place stuff. We'll do some EQ8 and things in a little bit. Let's do another limiter. And we're not passing the threshold, so it doesn't look like it's doing anything. I just saw it at the very end. It's giving us like a little bit more. It's half dB reductions. Not doing much, but just in case, we'll drop this in as well. Getting a bit of reduction going on here. All right, a few things to note. One, we're at -1.81 dB on the master as our maximum, which at least is helping get things under control. Let's go through and play some of the other patterns, see what we get. Haven't crossed -1.81 dB so far, so that's looking good. Let's go to second pattern, -1.47. So we're peaking on this second one for some reason. We technically have less going, but these echo bells are definitely contributing here. I mean, they're hitting -12.3 dB. I'm okay with it at the moment. All right, let's go. I just want to we're going to copy this, and I'm just going to start from the one. We're just going to, okay. Ableton, you're going to give me a hard time. Grab all of them. We're going to copy, tab over. I'm just going to paste this into the arranger. So we got our different patterns, and the reason I'm putting this in is just so I can get an idea for what we've got. I am definitely not going to make this over 3 minutes. I'm thinking like we got about 30 seconds of content. Maybe each section we kind of let land for a rough arrangement. We'll try and target 1.5 to 2 minutes. So let's figure out what we want to start with. This feels like a good middle section. We're missing like the echo stuff to kind of carry over. We'll work with it. I think there's an argument to actually start with any of these. Let's move these out of the way. And just I'm gonna grab everything. Let's just make it 12 bars. See what we get. Part of the reason I took this is it's got the bass in it. Let's kind of a late start on one of these. The bass is coming in late. Let's not have any bass. Echo vibe, go away. I'm just trying to... my style's usually throw the kitchen sink in there and then kind of cut out from the arrangement whatever you can, and then kind of start adding stuff back in. I don't even think we want the pad here. And then it's going to be, what do we bring in? I think bass. Because we have like plenty of time to build into a few things here. And like I'm kind of, it's weird because if you're not paying attention or not listening, all of these are starting on 112, I think. So you actually have like a split second where you actually don't have any audio, which I'm actually like kind of okay with. It's actually kind of, to me, it's kind of cool. Like we have like we're carrying on this like silent piece even coming in here. That might be a theme to carry. I don't know. Alright, the pad is the first one that doesn't have that pattern. I'm going to just do Command D to duplicate it. And this is the reason I'm doing this is it's giving me 2 copies of this clip now. And I can do some fun stuff. Like if we want to carry over that like brief not playing, we can basically just kind of come in and paint in like this or something. I don't know if I like that or not. Maybe the step is too much. We'll come back and listen to like a whole mix and see if we like it or not. Alright, we don't have, like, we haven't really signified a drop to just do pads, but there's an argument for it. I feel like the acoustic or the orchestral stuff's probably not enough to carry it. I kind of want this crash, a copy of this. Let's go copy, Command C. Let's see, I might be able to just paste it over here. Let's see how it sounds. And then I'm going to duplicate it because I don't think we're going to have any drums here. So, and I've got currently the same stuff going on. I'm going to hit reverse. Let's see how this goes. Oh, double tapped it. That was a little weird. Truncate it. We get too many other... we get this other sound in there. Maybe if we do this. Or this. What we're missing is reverb or delay effect. I guess I don't need to bounce over to clip view. We are going to go for, let's try delay first. What I'm really looking to do is just have an effect that we're going to kick in to carry over some of the sound, whether it's delay or reverb. Either one's okay by me. So I'm going to come down, select delay, device on. We want it to be off. There's nothing, so we don't get surprised. Go big time off. We'll just see how this sounds with it kicking in here. Sounds weird. It's okay. These things happen. It could be a dry what? Actually, before we do that, let's go device on. I think I accidentally undid that. We want off, and then we want it to definitely be off by default for the rest of the track. So I'm just going to draw this out, and let's now go to dry wet, and I'm going to take off a B for the brush, because I'm not just doing off on. I actually want to be able to take this, and we're just going to drag it out. I want to say around here. See how it sounds? It's a little weird. Like maybe even like maybe we don't even want more than this. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying too hard. Let us just undo all of this. We're going to get the delay. I'm just doing Command Z. Delay's gone. Let's go here. Get rid of that. Let's just see what we like. Okay, we need, this is where I was saying, like, I think we just need mixer, we need track volume automation. I am going to make sure I don't mess anything up here, I'm just putting 2 dots so that when I bring this down to do a fade out, it won't go completely crazy and mess everything else up. So I'm thinking around here is where we want it to be off. Here. I don't know, something like that maybe? Let's see how this sounds. It's okay. What are we bringing in to introduce next? We may end up adding some more elements in here, but I think we need to extend into a new pad. Which section do we want to go to? Kind of like this one. Alright, let's just go for this. I kind of dig this. And as I said, bring it over too much, but we'll carve out at least 12 bars here. Let's see how this sounds. That here, kind of don't like. Let's take it out. All right, I feel like I want some drums. So let's go grab a bar. I'm not gonna super sweat what it is because we're gonna probably do something with it. need something else to bring in. Actually, it might be this. Like, we don't really need all that. Let's go here. See how this goes. This may need a fade out instead as well. We're going to go mixer, track volume, and I'm going to do what I did before. We're going to just zoom in a bit. Just going to drop some dots. We probably don't want the fade out until about here. That sounds too weird. It needs to probably fade out there. We need a longer fade out. In fact, maybe it's just the whole bar. We're missing bass. Let's see if this will work at all. Kind of want a drum roll of some sort. Normally I would go super crazy. We're going to just duplicate. We'll just do like a double tap. I'm going to try making it shorter and duplicate it. I like it, but it's insinuating a sound or speed up that I don't want right now. So I'm going to leave it. I don't think we want acoustic orchestral stuff yet. I almost wonder if this should go more like that. Or do we just kill it? Like, make it very obvious it's gone. Maybe we're overworking it. Is it okay? Alright, I'm going to leave it for now. I know I spent a lot of time doing it, but it's alright. I'm trying to... I think the energy comes up here, so we're going to take this out. And to the energy point, I'm actually going to come in here for the drums. I'm going to go to envelopes. We're going to unlink them. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making it so I can make an envelope pattern that is disconnected from the pattern being played, or the loop being played. The reason I'm doing this is what I want to do is basically take one beat and I'm going to truncate it down. So I'm going to go mixer. Oh, I should have done this first. Whoops. We're going to go track volume. I'm going to go unlink it again because I was just doing that for the wrong one. Hit B, so I go to brush mode, and we're going to see how this sounds, where we just play the first half of the beat. That should extend the whole way through. Like almost like a staccato kind of sound. And then I think we're going to take this bar and go to brush mode. Drop it here, so we'll actually like kind of play the whole thing. We're going to use this as our transition, our 4-bar transition. We're going to need to find something to beef up this bass. I almost want to carry this over a second time. So I'm just going to delete it or duplicate it over. Let's change the pattern this time a little bit more. let's go envelope. And I'm going to go back to B for brush mode. Let's see what sounds going. 2, 2, 1. It's basically just like shortening those hits. All right, and then we're in kind of like we'll leave this as the full one. Maybe we just leave the orchestral stuff for one time. Get out of brush mode. And I think we have to leave this to signify the end again, just so that like the listener's like, okay, I kind of get it, it's coming. I don't know why I didn't have bass going all the way out. Well, let's fix that. Or maybe we see how it sounds without it. Maybe we take that in the echo vibe out. Maybe we don't even play this. You know, there is an argument to be had that we don't even have drums. We let the orchestral kit carry it over. And then we drop into whatever it is we do in the last portion here. And then kind of go play around some more to pull stuff out. So I guess it's 12 more bars. Just see kind of how it sounds when we dump in. If we're thinking outro from here, it's probably gonna be like, what are we pulling out? Going towards the outro. I kind of could lean on the pad. This piano didn't come back. We could play around with bringing this in. I'll worry about that after. This echo vibe is probably way... I kind of dig these bells. We need bass back. I need something on that bass to make it growl more. It just needs to cut through a little bit. Actually, is it this? Is it just the pad? Probably need to like a delay. Some of these are gonna need some delays on the transitions. We'll get there. I'm gonna go select this. We're gonna duplicate it because I want a different version. We're gonna do a similar trick. We're gonna go envelope. We're gonna go mixer, track volume, unlink, and just do the same thing. We're gonna see what we like to pull out and make it sound different. even more aggressive. So I'm going to hit B and just grab the point. If I can. Oh man. Alright. This is not what I want to do. Let's just see how it sounds though. It does subdue it more. Like it makes those hits not quite as intense. We can even do this. I think we even like just lose it on the last bar. Probably not the best place to end, but let's go from the start. I just want to listen through this a little bit, see what themes kick out. I don't think we need this stack. I'm just going to delete it. Where are we at? Negative 6 dB, negative 5-ish, negative. We're good. Gives us some room for thinking about mastering or some other stuff. This drops a little much. Maybe it needs... just needs a little bit something else. I'm in theory cool with it. So this one, let's try here. Just adds like a little bit of something. It might. I'm on the fence whether we do it one last time with like this echo bell thing. Kind of like the drum pattern here. Might work somewhere. The first one, maybe not so much. Maybe even get rid of the hat. Maybe it's okay. Feel like I want to think about these pianos. If I want to drop them in anywhere, let's just go for it, see how it goes. I don't think we can hear it very well here. It may actually work really well here, though. Because everything's like so much more subdued, it does cut through a bit better. Maybe not the last one. Or it goes the other way. We just finally like, we have gotten rid of the pads. Let's go. Maybe we do actually end here. No, we can't go one more. All right. If I had my MPC, I'd probably change that pattern on the end, but I think I'm just going to leave it. Now is the question, does the pads stay or go? There is another world where I drop the bell in, and that is the end. Maybe? I kind of dig that. I want a delay. I think. Okay. We want the delay off for like everything. So I'm just going to hit B. We're just going to drag through. It's off. See how it sounds when we come in. Ish. I kind of like it, kind of don't. It might be that we want it more like here to come in. And it goes out like 3 bars. Not bad. Okay. What are things that are really bugging me at this point? It's a long time to get to drums. Like I feel like we're missing drums here. The question will be, what pattern do we want? Probably one of these. Half of my mind is telling me that something we want in here. We got a new clip. Go envelope. I just want to see how this sounds if I unlink. Oh, we are on track volume. Unlink it and zoom way in. And instead of going the first half, let's actually get that locked in and go up. Let's see how this sounds. It can be interesting to just kind of play with. I don't think that's extreme enough. Let's go completely like this. I think what I want to do here is shrink this down here and then just duplicate it a lot. So kind of like that. So it's mostly getting the hats. And then what we can do, to be really silly, grab this. Do we carry it over one more time? Maybe at the, whoops, at the start of every bar, maybe? All right. And then what we can do, if we like that, is maybe take this into a little bit, just have like a little bit of drums in this kind of breakdown. I actually even want to do that here. No, just this here. Let's just see. There we go. Sounds kind of cool. Alright, this is now the point where I think I need to figure out what we're doing with the bass. I'm okay with it just being the same repetitive thing. Given the amount of time I get to work on this, it's just, I can't work on it forever. So, let's get to the drum track. We have utility, that's the only thing doing anything for us right now. We could try dynamic tube. Let's go solo, and let's go... I don't know, I just need to, doesn't really matter where, I'll just loop from here to here. I just want to be able to hear. Alright, for this sound it's not doing what I want with dynamic tube. Let's try roar. Holy smokes, that might be it. I don't know, let's stop. Oh. Turn solo off. It's making it too loud. The joys of messing with the stuff here. Add limiter on the end to around -9 dB. We'll be close. Good enough. We'll tame this back with a EQ8 or something. Maybe it's too much. It's in the right space though. We'll think about it. Loopity loop. Here we go. Like, I'm just looking to get like a hint of some extra high frequency mid content. That was close. Is that actually... Oh, come on. we're like flatlining, which I'm okay with. It's really just kind of compressing the signal. All right. Let's bounce back. If I could turn this up on my headphones now. Something weird there. Is that the bass? I think it is. It's almost like it's doing something weird in this gap. Might be pushing it too hard. See if it stops doing it if we... Something else. Okay, well, good news, we can turn stuff there back on. It might be this extra kick. I don't know. Solo this. I'm hearing it right. Right like here. We don't have, except for so we're not getting it where I've got the automation going. It's like, why is it not or maybe it is showing up here. Let's go. I'm not hearing it there. Did I change patterns? Maybe the envelope. Yeah, it's going to be one of these. So what I'm going to do to try and fix it is we're just going to try and give a slope here. I don't want to drag the whole thing. Come on. There we go. Probably just need to do a couple of those. There, let's see if that fixes it. Might need to even like do the same thing to edge into it. I just like the tiny slope might help. Like you can hear it almost needs like a low pass filter or something just to kind of carve off that higher glitchy sound that's coming through. That does help. So let's unsolo. Let's just see how bad it is, if it's okay in the mix or not. This is too loud. We need... I think we gotta... Yeah, the limiter... Okay, this is where I'm just gonna grab... We're gonna start tossing EQ8s around like candy. I'm gonna let the limiter do the work afterwards, but let's go see what's going on here. So like really... A couple of things that come... So this is why we're gonna want EQ8s on everything. We can see that we're getting some low-end signal here. We might as well just carve it out. It's gonna give us more headroom for mixing later. But this is like very harsh. Now it could be, this will cut it down too much. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, I need to hear it in the mix because that's going to be where we know if it's helping or not or hurting. There's fine. Try again. I think we need to be like more aggressive here. This part, because it's lower, is getting hidden because we're not allowing this to be open enough, which is maybe okay. I don't know. You see, like the gain, the limiter here that's reducing the volume. It's working very hard on this last part. That's probably why we need this open a little bit more. We might just need to live with it, because there's things I'd probably do on the MPC to go fix it, but because it's rendered out, there's only so much we can do. We're competing also in a similar space, like this echo vibe thing might be just too much. Like we can hear it there now. I played it very low apparently, and it's competing with this. So at this point, what I'm thinking is I need to go through and start looking at essentially getting an EQ8 on everything, just so we can start getting a sense for kind of where things are in the mix. It's probably a good place for drums. These drums definitely need a low cut to start. Normally, I would be looking at doing like a pretty extreme cut, but we're going to lose a lot of sonic content here if I get too crazy. Like maybe like that, just to help get it a little bit under control. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And I'm just going to keep, for reference, going back to listening to the mix, because I want to make sure we're not killing the sound, basically. Let's go to acoustic for the orchestral stuff. Take a look at that. I feel like a lot of the orchestral, we can see like it's kind of kicking in like just under 100 dB. So we can at least scooch that in. And I'm mostly okay with it kind of digging into the high end this high. I think it's just like part of what the audio is. I'm going to put the EQ8 after the bass fattener because we want to see what the heck we got going on here. So we're not adding a whole lot. Let's go to 4 first. Let's just put a hard stop right around 1K. That'll at least let us know if we do anything else we can kind of recover from it. I'm going to try, whoops, I'm going to hard cut there. And ultimately, this is just helping us make sure we're not stacking too much in the low end and kind of cut it out so that we can recover more in our final mix here. This opening guitar, it's like this bell sound, yeah. Let's go. I'm not terribly worried about it because it's the only time it plays by itself, but since we're doing this, might as well kind of look through it. It's another one. You can see there's a lot of spurious low end. I don't even think we need anything under possibly even 1K. Like, yeah, like right around there. All right, I did skip echo vibe. Let's go back and get another EQ8 in here. Let's go check it out. Solo off, solo this. A lot of low end that we don't need. We might even be able to cut like up to here. I think we're good leaving the rest open. Okay, this plucked guitar, rhythm guitar kind of thing. We'll go turn this off, solo, kind of listen to this. So you can see like we don't have as much of the problem here. I'm just gonna go do this though. So if we can get above 100, this usually will give you more room for bass and your kicks to breathe. And just because I don't think we need it, I want to squeeze it. See how it sounds here. Still sounds fine. All right. Piano. This is just a duplicate here, so we can just take either. I want to go after the EQ8. Take a look. Yeah, we're going to go like up to 1K. I don't think we need anything below that. Still sounds fine to me. The pad's probably going to be the one that needs the most attention to detail and paying attention to what we got. Alright, let's go C. It repeats a lot. Some extra low end we definitely don't need. Somewhere around here. It sounds too hollow there, so we need to go a little lower. I must have played it lower. If you really were worried about this and had a lot of time, you would probably make a custom EQ8 for each clip and possibly even have it on each row by itself so you work with. I'm being a little lazy, we'll say. And I'm just going to cut it at the 100 instead of around like the 500 or so, and just go for it. I think mostly that sounds okay. Last one up, we already did this echo bells. All right, again, go back and let's unsolo, just see how the whole thing sounds. And I'm curious to see like how much headroom we cut out here, because then we can come back. I'm not going to probably have time to do it today, but we can start like working on maybe getting some like compression or some other stuff on the master track. Get some of that gain back in. I don't know if I like this drop. I think it needs like some drum. What we've got for drums in here just isn't enough. Did I put automation on something here? No, let's just duplicate it. I just want to see how this sounds with the orchestral stuff going. Maybe we let the drums take over here. I feel like there's room to add in orchestral drums on the second playthrough and do what we've been doing for some of these tricks, where we go envelope, just unlink it for mixer track volume, and I'm going to go half. We're going to go halvesies here. Let's go brush and just see how this sounds. Give it like a little bit of fade out. Kind of like that going out. I also wonder if maybe we don't even have it here, and it's just like the last thing we bring in. So I'm kind of out of time. I've been going for a little over an hour here. Hopefully this was interesting for folks for just kind of a suboptimal uh, for like recording my voice and a few other reasons, but kind of a how do I go mix stuff, arrange stuff, and kind of think about where I'm cutting, adding, and putting stuff together for a track. Um, Definitely drop questions. If you're interested in doing a remix of this, look for the video content, audio, and everything else showing up on my Discord. Links will be in the description. Might take me a little bit of time to get everything pulled together fully, but yeah, please stop by for the Uncarved block number 8. We are working towards trying to get 5 or more submissions, and I will start doing some live streaming events to go over, give feedback for folks, thoughts, and all that for what I would suggest doing. If that sounds interesting to you, please stop by. And everybody, keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And as always, peace